going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, man. In this video, we're going to be talking about being proactive versus being reactive. I'm going to use this example, right? And by no means am I trying to talk bad about, overweight people, but I'm just going to use them for an example. If I see an overweight person, right, and they're trying to make a change for their lives, right? They're trying to eat better, they're trying to go to the gym. My question is, how did you let it get to this point? Why do you have to let it get to the point where you have heart problems, you have diabetes, you have high blood pressure? Why do you have to wait until it gets to that point that you feel like you need to make a change? They're running on the street and you could see the pain on their faces because now they're running with 50 to 80 pounds extra over their weight that they should be at. So now their knees are getting all that extra wear and tear because they couldn't be proactive in their early years to, all right, I'm gonna eat a balanced diet, all the junk food and all that other stuff in moderation. I'm a big advocate for living a balanced life. I'm not saying that you need to be perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that at the end of the day, everything comes with a price. So if you can figure out early on that you need to be proactive in everything, right? Why do you have to be homeless to figure out that you need more financial stability in your life? Why do you need to be dead broke? Why does your account need to be negative $200, right? Overdrawn, to figure out that you need to be more financially literate. You need to be more balanced. You need to create a budget. So my whole thing is, why do you have to get it to the point where it's so bad that that's when you want to make a change? Believe me, I've learned that way too. Sometimes that is the only way that some people learn, and I get it. But the point of this channel is to help guys that were like me whenever I was your age. You know what I'm saying? Because the earlier that you can get onto this, man, you're gonna be, there's no telling. There's no telling how good you're gonna be. You're gonna be way better off than most of the people around you that don't have, a positive influence, a strong structure in their life. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying that I've been that guy. I've been the guy with negative $200 in my bank account. And then when it gets to that point, I'm like, man, I do need a job. Yeah, you do. So with all this that I'm saying, I'm just saying this to teach younger guys, right? Or even if you're older than me, right? And you are at that point where you want to make a change, it's never too late, right? It's never too late. And I use the overweight example because that is a clear example of society, of everyday life. We can all see somebody that's like that. Society has made it to the point where you can't really talk bad about those type of people, but it's not really talking bad. If I have a brother, if I have a cousin, do you think I'm gonna tell them, hey, you're not overweight, knowing that they have a risk of having heart conditions, just so I can spare them their feelings, just because I don't want to hurt them? Do you think I care about that at that point? Dude, you will die if you don't change your habits, and then you just, that's it. I don't care about hurting your feelings if it's to better yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with, we have a lot of people that are operating that way, that they don't want to feel a temporary discomfort because they don't want to put in the work to get to where they know that they should be. They have to wait until I have heart problems, I have diabetes. They have to wait until something tragic happens that they're like, oh, well, the doctor said that I have to do this and I got to exercise a little bit more. Like that's literally how people think now. What I'm saying to you guys is, look, I'm gonna use this example and then I'm gonna be done, right? In the military, there was this term that we used to use a lot. It was called stay off the radar. What does that mean? When you're barely going in, right, and you're a new soldier, they're gonna look at you to see what you do, to see how you mess up. They want to see everything that you do. They just because you are on the radar. Their job is to watch your every move and tell you that you're doing wrong, because what they could do is immediately jump on you. And then they can make you do whatever they want to. And some guys get a power trip off of that. Some guys that are in the military, they look for those opportunities just so they can get that power trip, that feeling of I have power over somebody. So we used to use we use the term stay off the radar. What does that mean? Show up at the right time, be on time, be early, show up with the right uniform, be clean, be presentable. Show up with your face shaved, show up with everything in order. That way nobody bothers you. And that's how those principles that I learned in the military is exactly what I do now in my everyday life. Is look, my car's paid for, my rent's paid for, my bills are paid for. It's not like in the military where I had to shave anymore. I don't have to shave, but you always see me on this camera. I'm always presentable. I don't have like, what I'm saying? I'm always a presentable person. But guess what? I stay to myself because I don't want nobody on my case. I don't want people on me 24/7 talking about you got to do this, you got to do that. That's not who I am. I don't like that. I don't like being micromanaged. That's the reason why I have my own business. I make my own money and I go home and I invest it and I leave everybody alone. Right? Because that same feeling is I don't want nobody having any power over me. See what I'm saying? I don't want anybody telling me what to do. And I don't want to have to listen to them, because that's how it was in the military. I didn't like it, right? People would always say, hey, you got to do this. I didn't like that. Something in me was just like, oh, I don't like this because this guy, but I had to do it. But I made a promise to myself when I was in the military. I said, you know what? I'm going to do everything in my power to not be in this employee, I'm at your will type of position anymore. I'm going to work hard. And what is that? That's being proactive. Right? I could have continued on, and I could have continued with my bitching like, I hate this place, I hate this place, I hate this place, but not done anything about it. And nobody would have said anything to me. I just would have found friends that were just like me. I would have found, because people migrate. The people that are the same, they migrate. They get together, they collect. So I would have just found more people that were victims. And we would have just been a whole big old group of victims and just, oh, I hate this, and nothing would have ever got done. That's because it would be a constant cycle of just bitching. And we would just be empowering ourselves with our bitching. Oh, yeah, bro. This would happen. It's like, what are you going to do about it? And that's when everybody's head starts, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, we got to pay our bills. Okay, I understand that. But what are you doing to get yourself out of this position? Being proactive. I hope this made sense to you guys, man. I try to keep this very clean, very raw, very clear with the delivery of what I say, with the videos, with how I put it all together, because I never wanted to be like a flashy guy with all these like edits and stuff like that. I said that in my previous video. Mainly because that's not what this channel is for. This channel is for getting what you need and getting out of here. But the only thing that I do ask of you guys is if you could just leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. Helps the channel grow. By no means is this channel gonna be 25 million subscriber channel, because I'm just not in that lane. But this channel is meant for the guys that just want to better themselves. They want to stay to themselves. They want their money. They want their success. They want to live a good life with not all the craziness. See what I'm saying? With that being said, man, that's today's video. Appreciate y'all. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe. See you on the next one.